The calendar may say autumn, but temperatures are still pretty sweltering here in North Florida. But the good news, the radar is clear. Still, hydration will be key today at TIAA Bank Field in Jacksonville. This crowd excited to see their Jaguars as both teams emerged from their tunnels a moment ago. We are just about ready for football as the Jags get set to match up with Matthew Stafford and the Detroit Lions. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
Let's go. Let's do this. Wait, set. Wait, 20. Mike's 50. Come on, D. Mike 50, Mike 50. So don't say nothing. Help him. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming, double up. Hey, ball 66.
Brady now on first down. On the slant, this is Chark.
Brady's pass.
And he'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. Working from the gun, it's Brady. He'll find Miller, that's complete. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds.
That's good.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
Now a first carry for Lamar Miller. And he'll take this one for about 4 up to the 40.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41.
Muhammad, the ball carrier.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D linemen to make the play.
And defensively going with a dime set, 6 DBs on 3rd and 4.
51's the Mike. Sugar. I got one. Let's go. Mike 51. Mike 51.
To throw is Brady. And finding Keelan Cole. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions 36. A nice pickup of 23 on the 3rd down conversion. They'll run on first down. It's Miller. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
On second down, Muhammad. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Brady. This will be caught at about the 6. And they corral him just a couple yards shy of the end zone. 10 more there and another first down. They'll try to punch it in with Miller. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Lamar Miller, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. And this is up and good. The score now 7-0 Jaguars.
Makes the score Jaguars 7, Lions nothing. Kickoff for Jacksonville.
And Lambeau now after the touchdown. He'll kick this one away. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line.
First carry for DeAndre Swift.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride in their performance.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Now punter Bosher on now as he gets this one away. And he couldn't get it to check up. That kicks all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you run into big-time races. It means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Brings up 2nd and 5 at the 20.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Hey, check it. Hey, alert.
Brady. That one complete. He finds Shark. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 27 yards there, a first down. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Now a handoff to Miller. Lamar Miller, 20. Touchdown, Jaguars. Lamar Miller with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And a 3-and-out on that first drive. We'll see if they can do better here.
They should have a better opportunity because the nerves should be settled now. That first series, everybody goes out there, a little extra emotion. So now they get a chance to go back out and say, okay, now we're into the game. Let's go play and play as best we can.
You almost get a mulligan then on that first drive?
Sometimes it absolutely serves that way. You get a second opportunity. Nothing big happened. But then again, you didn't commit any mistakes either. Off you go.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Credit the sack there to Chandler Jones.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turn to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. Give him 10 yards on the pickup, and that'll bring up a second and just about a few inches here.
6-yard line.
Let him know, let him know. Let him know, let him know.
Now a give right side. Muhammad, and he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great effort there. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Boy, these guys are off to the races, Charles. 20-0 already.
You always hear that term, they just boat race someone. Heck, it's car race, motorcycle race, plane race, whatever you want. Right now, they are sprinting past them.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
And Lambo now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And they're in an early hole. The first drive, they threw the interception. That led to a touchdown. So decent-sized deficit early on.
It is, but I think you hit the key words, early on. So they have to decide, do we even need to change game plan? Or do we just need to execute better and try and get back in this game?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again. Stafford. That'll be taken in there by Kenny Golladay. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he will be brought down, but he's got the interception on the final play of this first quarter. 21-0 our score after 1. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
Gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 3-yard line.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Brady, he's got it complete to Thompson. And they'll get him down up past the 15. A gain of 13. It's a 1st down. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
17-yard line.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
And some space here. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. They just look like they're having fun out there. Big lead. There's another big play on the big run. I mean, they can't be stopped.
I'm a little bit older than you, as you well know, partner, and you tend to tell me that all the time. But there used to be a big-time song, and the lyric was, "Summertime and the living is easy." Right now, it's football time, and the running is easy for this crew.
You better be afraid of me.
That throw by Brady, incomplete. Keelan Cole, the intended target, but it's going to be second down.
Oftentimes when you're losing a game and the team's still throwing with this kind of a lead, you start playing a little more physically. And they took that opportunity right there to be extremely physical and force that incompletion.
Brady's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Watch the ship. Watch the ship.
They'll try the left side. Muhammad. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on 3rd down.
Check the outs. Check the outs. 58's the mic. 58's the mic. I got it. 58, boys. 58. 58's Mike. Man, I got check it. Reload.
Shotgun now for Brady. The open man is Shark. It's complete. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Jacksonville first down on a pickup of 17. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Hey, man. Watch the boot. Watch the boot.
Now Brady. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 more yards. They had 17 on the previous snap as well.
Move those chains. That's good for another Jacksonville.
Into the red zone, it's Brady. Looking for Gronkowski, and it's intercepted. Picked by Tracy Walker. And he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line. Not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
And the Jags get to him as down he goes. The sack by big number 98, Linval Joseph.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They are not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Terrific catch and a big chunk of yardage gained by Kenny Golladay, and that's exactly what he does. That's why he's so dangerous downfield. Highest average yards per reception among NFC receivers in 2019 to over 18 yards per catch. He has the length and really has a nose for the football, especially when they put the ball in the air and he goes up and gets it.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They run on first down, but it only produces a gain of 2. It's 2nd down now.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Watch the screen. Pass.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Stafford. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 15 yards on the play. First down.
In addition to his really good hands, Marvin Jones makes big plays downfield. Ended up missing the last month of the 2019 season. Still had 62 catches for nearly 800 yards. And even more importantly, 9 touchdown catches included in that number. When Marvin Jones goes downfield for a pass, oftentimes he finds his way into the end zone.
11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. This is 1st and goal and a golden chance to get a score back here before halftime. Looking for Hockenson, and he's got him. Touchdown, Detroit.
Complete to T.J. Hockenson.
T.J. Hockenson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Lions are able to cut into this lead. Down 3 scores already. This game was really in danger of getting away from them. They needed a drive like that, especially on the road.
Not only to calm themselves, but maybe tamp down the crowd a little bit because everything was against them. As you noted, this game could have gotten away from them very easily, but instead, the calming drive, now they have a little bit more confidence. Okay, we're back in it. All right, we're ready to go. That was impressive.
And the defense now needs to reciprocate. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
At the 45-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Brady. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and of course they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. Here's Brady. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that one will fall incomplete.
Intended for DJ Chark.
Clock here now just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
Coverage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
58's the mic. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
Operating from the gun, Brady. And he'll let this one go. He's got it at the 15. Touchdown, Jaguars. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add 6 to their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
The Lions take over 1st and 10. At their own
the Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. It'll be Lions football to start the 2nd half, and they trail here as we get back underway on EA Sports. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive.
Push them back.
3rd quarter starts with a run from Swift. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Score, fellas.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
From the 29, Stafford. And his throw is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here's Stafford. And that is incomplete.
And those two just haven't been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect them to have more completions to him in this game.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over.
27-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They were able to get the ball back here, didn't surrender any points. Now they'll look to add to that lead.
And how about the boost the defense gave them? Going right out on the field, shutting them down, not giving up any points, and turning the ball back over. They want to do their part now and show them a little respect and some gratitude by scoring some points.
And to get a little more cushion. Throwing on 1st down is Brady. Quickly to Gronkowski, that's caught. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 10 yards there, good enough for the Jags' 1st down.
That was a route run, not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Brady's pass there, complete to Gronkowski. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Throwing now is Brady. He completes this into the hands of Miller. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him 6 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1.
29, Alpha. Focus, defense, focus. 58, right over. Hey, 66.
They'll run with Muhammad. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On 1st down, Brady. And he's got his man in stride, complete. He will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. It'll go as an impressive 31-yard gain.
Frankly, I don't know that this defense knows what to do anymore. Just look at their body language out there. The passing game has absolutely been relentless throughout.
Got his man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jaguars. Rob Gronkowski, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars add on to their lead.
You get down near the goal line, this is where having a sure-handed tight end becomes a luxury. And it pays off big time, especially when the defense sells out against the run and he finds himself open for an easy touchdown.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll push the lead up to 29 now. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll bring it out to the 25 as Agnew elects for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds and maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
2nd and 10 forthcoming here. Third quarter action from Jacksonville. Throwing again. Stafford. Looking downfield for Jones. On Stafford for the 3rd time is intercepted. Picked off at the 19. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
I tell you, you don't have press conferences when you sign guys like this. He's been a real difference maker so far. There's now 2 interceptions for him in the game. And when you're getting contributions up and down your 53-man roster, you're going to be all right.
And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter.
Makes the score Jaguars 42, Lions 6.
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards.
At their own 21-yard line.
Stafford and the Lions now have it 1st and 10 at their own 21. He'll throw from the gun. And he takes this up to the 40-yard line before being corralled. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
Lions, 1st down.
Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45.
The Lion ball carrier.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain. So you can use that to set up your play-action game, or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
Combo. Watch the screen.
From the 44, Stafford. Jones has it over the middle. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 44-yard line. 12 yards there and a 1st down. So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. He's going to look deep down the field. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
Hey, 50's the mic.
And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. The open man is Westbrook.
Nothing fancy on 1st down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed. Because you hit a guy on the run like that, he often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nicely for 2nd down, staying ahead of schedule. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down.
3rd and 2.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. From the gun, Brady. The catch made by Miller. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. And passing yardage-wise, now up over 350 in this game. Pretty nice performance.
Definitely that, which usually means you're putting a lot of pressure on guys trying to cover. If you're a defensive back and they put over 350 yards on you, you've had a long day. The key to everything, if you're doing it without throwing interceptions or turning the ball over.
And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
Wait, 20! Check. Pick it up. Pick it up. 44. Regular. 28.
To throw again, Brady. And he completes it to Westbrook. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. And he's top 5 in the league in terms of receiving yardage because of plays like that. What have you seen from him on film that you like so much?
Well, I'll strip away everything else and get to what we call the moment of truth. When the ball's arriving and there's a defender there, he just comes down with the ball. He competes and takes it away. Great hands, great ability to finish the catch.
On first down, it's Miller. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off the game.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down. Now Minshew. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
That's good.
Call it a gain of 5 as they move the sticks.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going.
Minshew, 1st and 10. Got a man and he hits him in stride. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another connection between the two. This one good for 12 and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Here we go.
Now whistles here, and I believe one of the Jaguar linemen might have moved.
All day, baby. Let's go.
A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15.
We're pretty quiet, D. We're pretty quiet. 58, boys. 58. 58's Mike. I'm here all day. 58, right over. Go. Mike, 58, right there.
It'll be Minshew again. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete.
We know all the receivers go through those tiptoe drills, right, trying to get their feet down inbounds. But a lot of the times what we don't talk about is when they're up in the air and they catch the ball. You ever notice how they're reaching back with their feet? Not just straight down, but back, because they're trying to create enough distance to make sure their feet are in bounds. They weren't able to get it done on that one, though.
So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Brady's throw there complete. And he'll get him inside the 15 down to the 14-yard line. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. That right there, career catch number 541, and that's significant because it ties him with a throw for Westbrook, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. And he'll take this all the way down inside the 40. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
And now here is another interception. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. The utter domination here just continues. This defense, I don't know what more we can say all around about their performance.
Well, it certainly feels in this game like maybe they're facing a Canadian defense. 12 guys on the field. It feels like there's an extra on every snap because they have really struggled to make headway through the air.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 39 yards the distance covered on the catch and run.
First and 10 at the 40-yard line.
So the big play moves them all the way across midfield to the 40 now for first and 10.
Let's go on. No, 66. 58, boys. 58. 58 is Mike. Ricky. 50.
Working from the gun, it's Brady. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Thompson. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The fourth touchdown pass of the game for Tom Brady. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points. As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They were coming off the extra week of rest, but this team started sluggish, and it really didn't get any better from there. And trailing big here in this 4th quarter. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. Linval Joseph picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Stafford with a play fake to Swift, and he'll set to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And all the way down to the 42. A big play there for Detroit. 44 yards.
On the play.
Defensively, I know they have the comfortable lead here in the 4th, but they do not want to give up big plays like that.
They want to finish strong. So oftentimes in this situation, you tighten up underneath in your coverage, and you bring your safeties back. They can pick up anything that leaks through. But in the meantime, upfield, you're making plays on the football.
And that's off the mark, incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion, and they're just a little over 100 yards passing here in this game, so defensively, pretty good job.
Definitely, because they were never really able to get the ball in the hands of their playmakers, so a lot of credit to the defensive game plan, and especially the execution.
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Chandler Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
3rd down.
After the sack, Stafford and the Lions come up on a 3rd and long situation. Play action. Stafford looking downfield for Jones. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. And they almost had another one. They are all over the football in this game. Nearly another pick. Now 4th down.
Matt Bosher.
So the Lions in possession of the football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. He gets us away. It's a good one. Drawing toward the sidelines. And out of bounds, sailed over, looked like right near the pylon. This one's going to be perfect. Directional kicking at its finest, right down at the 1-yard line. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row. They were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, Just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Fourth quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead, because if you keep flinging it around, you throw a couple of picks, you can put yourself in jeopardy.
And that is incomplete.
That's an excellent job right there on third down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time.
Rush comes and they block it. So a short drop, but he's able to get it. Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety. And Charles, at some point, you can't keep worrying about big play. Can this be perfect? You just have to get the ball out of the end zone.
And in the offensive huddle, that was discussed when they called the play. Just get out of the end zone. But you know what's interesting? A lot of the times in the defensive huddle, they actually call a set and then say at the end of it, get a safety. So it's preached, it's coached, it's thought about.
Mike 3, you're trash, you're trash.
On first down, it's Stafford. Over the middle, complete. That's Jones. And he's taken down inside of the 30. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
And the Lions first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Swift. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Taken down at the 19.
On 1st and 10, Stafford.
Happy for the Detroit Lions to get DeAndre Swift.
And somewhat of a measure of revenge as he's in for the touchdown, but they still trail big time.
He'll take it, but he won't be able to smile about it. It's one thing to be known as a guy who can make big-time plays downfield and gain almost 20 yards per catch. But how about the guy who knows how to put the ball in the end zone as well, and that's Kenny Golladay. He's an absolute threat every time the ball goes in his area. Led the NFL with 11 touchdown catches last year. Kenny Golladay is a guy that I'm glad that I never had to try and cover when I was trying to be a defensive back.
Extra point good by Prater as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play.
Matt Prater to kick off for Detroit.
After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. That's fielded on the back line of the end zone.
The Jaguars take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And right about now, heck, they might be wishing they did not have a bye week coming up next week. It appears they're going to go into that week off in high spirits as they've got this one well in hand. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. DJ Chark, first-time Pro Bowler, the intended receiver. But it'll be second down.
2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25.
44, Mike. Go. 44. Right here. Let's go.
That one looks like he'll throw here. And he'll let this one go deep for Chark. And that's going to be incomplete. 12 seconds left.
Intended for DJ Chark. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
An incomplete pass on 2nd down. That muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. Shotgun now for Brady.
Oh, yeah, I'm coming.
Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
For Rob Gronkowski. Incomplete.
Here's Logan Cook now. On for his second punt. And remember, his first one was blocked. Agnew now to return.
Today's final score, Jaguars.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys are just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Jacksonville, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Lions, they'll fall to 1-4 with a loss. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons.